It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll be watching the dynamic Tyreek Hill.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. But tonight we start Week 14 of the NFL season with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gautin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is all...
Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What works in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. The numbers in last week's bowl game for Robinson. 15 carries, 67 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. He'll fire it deep for Rager. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Here is Miami offense.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, Tagovailoa. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the Patriots' 37-yard line.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. And now the first run for Devon Achane. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On play action, here's Tua. Going quickly there, but it's incomplete. Fine work by the Patriot D there, and it's 4th down.
He's still holding your breath a little bit too. Gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just go to it.
Sanders' kick is good, and the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive stalls out, but the field goal does get them the first points of the night.
And 3 points not to be underestimated. How about this, right? You're on the road. You're under the lights. National television audience. This is not a dress rehearsal, partner. This is for real. And a pretty nice opening statement.
And he'll get it up just past the 20. Thursday night game in September, much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? You're already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Oh, that's a big let off there on third down because you've got to account for the running back coming out of the backfield. They didn't, and they got burned, not just for a first down, but for big yardage as well.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Patriots at 7-5 now of the year. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. You talk about this Miami defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typically what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one. I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick, but able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
And he is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Up and biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Hooker to the air yet again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
At the 26-yard line.
Hooker. Called in over the middle by Rager. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Now Hooker. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sack back of the 29. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Chad Ryland for the Patriots field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue because, you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before to play well in this game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
Liam Eichenberg, second-round pick in 2021 from Notre Dame, the guilty party.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's H.A. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 32-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 13.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua.
He'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Offenses all over continue to be aggressive, and most people never turn down a shot at a deep ball. But oftentimes, it attracts a little bit of extra attention, and it did on that play, and that one got knocked away.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best and don't worry about the rest of it.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
But you look at this defense.
They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
I jotted down in my notes in prepping for this game that this is definitely an area we got to keep an eye on because you're talking about where they rank in stopping the run. But how about what they're facing? This unit loves to run the football, and they rank highly in the league in getting it done.
Yeah, power against power. Something's got to give.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to run.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Robinson.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Emmanuel Ogbah that time, able to drop him for a loss.
3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. We got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Open man is Higgins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam. Oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
A-Chain on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A-Chain here. They stay on the ground. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 6.
At the 44-yard line.
Tua sets up to pass it.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
They certainly thought he had an open hole behind the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
They go back to the ground game with A-Chain. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 6. A give up the middle to A-Chain.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, hey, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run.
Ball start, offense.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And a manageable 3rd down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Here's Tua.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
2nd down and 3. Now a toss right side, A-Chain.
Well, he is in. Touchdown, Miami.
Devon A-Chain with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins have regained the lead. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Taken at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir. It's old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well. All right, if you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia, and trying to erase this deficit.
Hooker's going to throw it.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Hooker on first down.
Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it second down.
It's second and 8 at the 35-yard line.
From the gun, it's Hooker. Completes this one to Starks. It'll go as a gain of 4, and they're going to have a third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw, Hooker. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, they've certainly gotten him involved in this first half, and on third down, they looked his way again. And what a delight for his quarterback to find him and keep the drive moving.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Back to the air on second down. Here's Hooker.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, we know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
Now they'll send Waddle in motion left. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. Has good recognition there, and how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, but when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard.
First down, Miami.
Again, it's A-Chain.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
On 2nd down, Tua. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field is popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Jason Sanders for the Dolphins field goal. A 50-yard
They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs.
New England's offense set to go.
And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Robinson up the middle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Christian Wilkins in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Third down, Hooker looks to throw it. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line.
The Devon A-chain in the offense ready to go once again.
The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far, here in the second quarter. Tua wants to throw it on second down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's what he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
First down, Dolphins.
Tua going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hill. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
They set up the screen to A-chain.
These two teams met down in Miami earlier this year with the Dolphins winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head. And again, it's Tagovailoa. They complete it to Hill. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Now Tua. They'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you two in just a moment. First, we just want to give everybody a look ahead to what's in store for us this weekend as we enter the final month of this NFL season. The best of the early.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaughan.
He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
H.A. now up the middle.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line.
Now a timeout here, an injured player, and that's Jalen Waddle, who seems to be in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On play action, here's Tua. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to grab catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Brandon, there have been some memorable snow games for championships in the NFL. 1948, Philadelphia Eagles, Chicago Cardinals.
Well, plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all.
We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dolphins.
It's A-Chain on the give.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Now a 2nd and 10. A-Chain gets it from the gun. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on third down. Looking to pass. Tua.
Throw caught by A-Chain.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's Tua. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Patriots. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tyreek Hill making his way back out towards the huddle. Pretty good game for him so far. I guess he's still got time here to make this a great game, but so far he's been solid.
I like where you're going with that because it has been pretty good, but there's always that hint that things can really escalate for him. And right now they feel like they're somewhat keeping him in check, but he has found the end zone once. But boy, he can explode at any moment.
And when you hit that end zone once, you want to find it again, don't you?
Yes, you do.
You get hungrier.
You get greedy in a good way.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He dumps it off to A-Chain. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Tua. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
To me, this is a case of if you're not getting the ball, you've got to do your job and block for the guy who is because there really wasn't much there. And, boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England trying to get a place on offense. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. Robinson with another carry. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. But now he appears to be in some pain.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Here's Hooker to throw it. It's complete. This is Starks. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
1st and 10. It's Edwards-Helaire with it. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 22. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Brad, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have had a few men in the box there.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Offense.
So a decent gain there on the play, but that all gets wiped out with a penalty.
Well, that's a setback, but all the good play callers, they just move on. They find something else in the playbook. They can attack this defense, and they go right back on the offensive on this play.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
At the 13-yard line.
Hooker now on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Hooker. Touchdown! Juju Smith-Schuster from 8 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Ryland up and good, and that will tie things at 20 all. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the 2nd half. Tua now on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether you're a quarterback that wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you'll judge how big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched?
He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the Dolphins' 16-yard line.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, field goal gets you the lead, and they're in range, but they're not looking to settle for 3. They're thinking 6. That's a nice throw there on 3rd down to keep the chains moving.
It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to throw again here. Hooker. Touchdown, Patriots. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Pats have moved out in front here in the final minute of the 3rd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Miami's offense set and ready to go. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to want to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 2nd down and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
A 5-yard gain on the play. 1st down, Miami.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, a run by H.A. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 72 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And that one's going to come up a little short. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Out of the gun, here's a give to A-Chain. He takes it to the 15. A nice display of power. That gives him a nice pickup. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Dolphins are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal.
A-Chain. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. One more time with A-Chain.
He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. Third and goal. Tua going to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Boy, what a start to the week this has been. All tied fourth quarter as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
I love football lingo, the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a dime. A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
From here on, any score could be the winning one, and he is certainly aware of that. Look at the way he locked in on that marker and made a mad scramble to get to it for the first down.
Catch is made here by Irv Smith Jr. The way in. Touchdown, New England. Irv Smith Jr., 32 yards. And the Patriots answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth. Ryland on for the extra point. And they will take a 7-point lead now. 5
plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Miami set to take over. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll look to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
We know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Take it at the 37. 35 yards that time on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now out come the Patriots.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They start on the ground with Robinson here.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Broken tackle. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory.
49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down. They'll run again here with Robinson. And tough sledding. They'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Now 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Hooker.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. He was waving as hard as wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to it?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time we'll just walk it out and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded.
So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10.
Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Tagovailoa over the middle, complete. It's Taylor. And quickly, they get to the line. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 33. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
He'll drop this down to Taylor.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Play action, now it's Tua.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Tua looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And that's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Sanders' kick is good, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field.
Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no points. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Hooker.
Well, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
So Tua and the Dolphins
down by 7. 20 seconds to go. They'll have to go 90-plus yards, and a field goal does them no good as they've got it with a 1st down.
Here's Tua. Yeah, to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get the midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Tua.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Final 2 seconds. This is it.
One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the